Gotta get my fans along, think they big enough. What either to sell them, think about trail.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Charles 2K coming back to you guys with another video. And as you guys can see from the title of today's video, I'm back with more player props for today's game slate on Friday, March 10th. And as always, if you guys are new to PrizePicks or you guys are new to Underdog, both my referral codes will be left in the pinned comment down below for each app. Both codes on each app will match whatever you guys do decide to deposit on a app up to $100 with a minimum deposit of $10. So if you guys are interested, you guys can check out the pinned comment down below. And as always, before we do get into the new picks of today's video, we must recap the ones from yesterday. So yesterday we had Tyrese Halliburton over his 22.5 points, which he cleared. We had him over his assists as well at 10.5, which he did clear. We also had Kelly Oubre Jr. over his, I believe, 22.5 points as well, which he did clear. And then we also had Stephen Curry over his 6 assists, which he did not clear, unfortunately. But yesterday we went 3 for 4 on main plays. You know, we're not gonna count the DNP one, so we went 3 for 4 exactly, which is still profitable. So if you guys tailed any of those, congratulations on cashing. And now with all that being said out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the first pick of today's video. And it is going to be in the points category, and we're going to be going with Joel Embiid over 32.5 points. And if I do open up Joel Embiid's stats over the last 5 games, he's averaging 34.8 points. Against Minnesota, he had 39. Against the Pacers, he had 42. Against Milwaukee, he had 31. Against Dallas, he had 35. And against Miami, he had 20. And if I do head over to fantasypros.com and I check the defense versus position tonight, and I go to the center position and I click points to bring up the easiest matchups that I do see, if we do go to the Portland Trailblazers, who Embiid is playing tonight, as you guys are seeing on the screen right now, the points are highlighted in green, and they are giving up 27.1 points to the center position this season. And when this is highlighted in green, that means it is an easy matchup for him tonight. And if I do head over to statmuse.com and I check Joel Embiid's stats over the last 5 games against the Trailblazers, Joel Embiid has averaged 27.0 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 2 assists in the last 5 games against them. And now if you guys do look at his points line, I'm not really sure why it's so low at 27 points, because right here, I believe it's this right here, where he only got 2 points because he got hurt or something, which was unfortunate. I really don't know what happened in that game. But when we do look at his field goal percentage against them, Joel Embiid is shooting 51.6%. When it does come to 3-pointers, he's attempting 3.6 and making at least 1.6. And when it does come to free throws, he's attempting at least 7 and making at least 5. Also, if I do head over to props.cash and I type in Joel Embiid's point line, over the full season, Joel Embiid is averaging 33.3 points. Out of his last 10 games, he's averaging 33.1. Out of his last 5 games, he's averaging 34.8. And versus Portland, he's averaging 32 points. Now, when we do break down Portland's defense, they are ranked number 19 in points allowed. They are ranked number 26 in field goal percentage allowed. They are ranked number 12 in 3-pointers allowed. They are ranked number 23 in 3-point percentage allowed. They are ranked number 15 in free throws allowed. And they are ranked number 29 to the center defense. And that right there is going to be all the reasons behind why I do love Joel Embiid to go over 32.5 points tonight. Joel has been absolutely on fire these last 2 games he's played. I don't see that stopping tonight, especially with the good matchup that he does have. And now pick number 2 is going to be in the points category as well, and it's going to be from that same game. And we're going to be going with Jeremy Grant over 18.5 points. Now, if I do open up Jeremy Grant's stats over the last 5 games, he's averaging 20.2 points. Against Boston, he had 13. Against Detroit, he had 26. Against Orlando, he had 20. Against Atlanta, he had 14. And against the Pelicans, he had 28 points. Also, if I do head over to NBA defense versus position once again, and I check the matchup that Jeremy Grant does have tonight, if I go over to the points category and I go to the easy matchups, the Philadelphia 76ers are at the top, giving up 24.6 points to the power forward position this season, and it is highlighted in green, which means it is an easy matchup once again for him. And if I do head over to statmuse.com and I check Jeremy Grant's stats over the last 5 games against the 76ers, Jeremy Grant is averaging 20.8 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 2.6 assists in the last 5 games against the 76ers. And he's cleared that line that they have him at over 18.5 3 out of the last 5 times they have played. When it does come to field goal percentage against them, he is averaging 46.6%. He's attempting 5.4 threes and making at least 1.6. When it does come to free throws, he's attempting 6.4 and making at least 5.6 of those. Also, if I do head over to props.cash and type in Jeremy Grant's point prop line, over the full season, he's averaging 20.6 points. Out of the last 10 games, he's averaging 19.6. Out of the last 5 games, he's averaging 20.2. And versus Philly, he's averaging 24 points. And when we do break down Philly defense, they are ranked number 4 in points allowed. They are ranked number 13 in field goal percentages allowed. They are ranked number 6 in 3-pointers allowed. They are ranked number 7 in 3-point percentage allowed. They are ranked number 19 in free throws allowed. They are ranked number 24 to the power forward defense. And that right there is going to be all the reasons behind why I do love Jeremy Grant to go over 18.5 points tonight. And now for the third pick in today's video, it is going to be in the points category once again, and we're going to be going with Trae Young over 25.5 points. Now, if I do open up Trigger Trae's stats over the last 5 games, he's averaging 23 points. Against Washington, he had 28. Against Miami, he had 25. Against Miami again, he had 8. Against Portland, he had 23. Against Washington, who he's playing again again tonight, he had 31. Also, if I do check the defense versus position tonight and I go down to the Washington Wizards, who Trae Young is playing, they are giving up 26.19 points to the point guard position this season, and it is highlighted in green, which once again means it is an easy matchup. And if I do head over to statmuse.com and I type in Trae Young stats over the last 5 games against the Washington, Trae Young is averaging 28 points. He's averaging 8.4 assists and 3.2 rebounds in those last 5 games against the Wizards. And when it does come to his 25.5 point line, he's cleared that once, twice, 3, 4 out of the last 5 times they did play. When it does come to field goal percentage, he's shooting 45.3%. When it comes to 3-pointers made, he's attempting at least 7. He's making at least 2.4. When it does come to free throws attempted, he's attempting at least 9.2 and at least making 8.4. Also, if I do head over to props.cash and check Trae Young's points prop over the full season, he's averaging 26.7. Out of his last 10 games, he's averaging 25.1. Out of his last 5 games, he's averaging 23 points. But versus Washington, he's averaging 29.5. And when it does come down to breaking down Washington's defense, they are ranked number 15 in points allowed. They are ranked number 9 in field goal percentage allowed. They are ranked number 8 in 3-pointers allowed. They are ranked number 14 in 3-point percentage allowed. They're ranked number 5 in free throws allowed. And they're ranked number 14 to the point guard defense. And that right there is going to be all the reasons behind why I do love Trae Young to go over this 25.5 point line tonight. It's just a good matchup. You know, he's been playing very well, so he should continue to play well tonight against somebody who he just played recently and went over his prop line. So he should keep up his momentum tonight. And now for the 4th pick in today's video, it is going to be in the assist category, and we are going with James Harden. Now I know you guys might be saying his assist line is kind of high. I'm going to explain it to you guys, and I'm gonna break it down and show you guys why. But over James Harden last 5 games, he is averaging 12 assists. Against the Pacers, he had a crazy 20 assist game. Against Milwaukee, he had 10. Against Dallas, he had 13. Against Miami, he had 5. And against Miami again, he had 12. Now, if I do head over to NBA defense versus position, when it does come to the point guard position, as you guys can see, the Trailblazers, if I type it in and I go to all the good matchups, they are ranked number 1 in the most assists allowed to the point guard position this season, and they are giving up 9.66 assists, and it is highlighted in green, which means it is an easy matchup for James Harden. Also, if I do type in James Harden stats over the last 5 games against the Trailblazers, James Harden has averaged 25.2 points, 12.2 assists, and 6.4 rebounds in the last 5 games against the Trailblazers. And when it does come to that over 11 assist line, he has hit that line 1, 2, 3 out of the last 5 times they have played, with 14, 17, and 17. Also, if I do head over to props.cash and I type in James Harden's assists over the full season, James Harden is averaging 10.8 assists. Out of his last 10 games, he's averaging 10.3. Out of his last 5 games, he's averaging 12. And versus Portland, he is averaging 14. And when we do break down Portland's defense, when it does come to assists allowed, they are ranked number 26 in assists allowed, and they are ranked number 17 to the shooting guard defense. And yeah, that right there is going to be all the reasons behind why I do love James Harden to give us at least 12 to 13 assists tonight. That's what I got him projected at. And now for the 5th and final pick of today's video, it is going to be an absolute lock, and it is going to be over on Thrive Fantasy for AD to score 0.5 points tonight. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, AD, from how it's looking from the research and stuff, does have a tough matchup tonight. So if you guys are new to Thrive Fantasy and you have not signed up or nothing like that, this square would be available to you guys for him to just score at least 1 point. You cannot beat this. This is literally a free square that you guys can use another parent to pair with and do a 2-man and get you guys some guaranteed cash. And all you guys have to do to get this is just click the pinned comment down below. It will be linked. It will say Thrive Fantasy. Once you guys have clicked that, all you have to do is sign up, deposit $10, and you guys are good to go. So if you guys are interested, you can check that out. But with all that being said, those are going to be the picks of today's video, which is Joel Embiid over 32.5 points, Jeremy Grant over 18.5 points, Trae Young over 25.5 points, James Harden over 11 assists, and our free square over at Thrive Fantasy for AD at 0.5 points. Now, as always, if you guys don't like these plays, or you guys will want more plays, or you want to discuss more plays, all you guys have to do is click the pinned comment down below. Join my Discord. It is 100% free. I don't charge for anything at all because none of this stuff is guaranteed. So if you guys are interested, you can just check that out. But that's going to be the end of today's video, man. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to drop a like on today's video. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications. It is me, your boy Charles 2K. I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.